Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode of Spartan Crew Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about Middle-earth: Shadow of War. And in this episode we're going to be talking about the new gameplay reveal that was revealed this morning. So excited when I saw this, but there's a lot of questions I had, and I think a lot of other YouTubers were mentioning just stuff about the open world and stuff. And I looked on a few websites, and there's some interviews with the game directors, and so I got all my info together, so I'm going to be telling you guys the news and the info that came out with this game, along with my opinions and what I think. So as we can see here in the background, we're seeing a bunch of cities. It looks like we might be able to go to Osgiliath. There's Minas Ithil, so we're going to get to explore the entire city of Minas Morgul, which is known as Minas Ithil, before it's taken over. And it's going to have a human element. They said you're going to be able to visit with humans, interact with humans, have characters you meet there. So everything we saw was a story trailer, really cool. There's going to be a human element, really glad about that, because the last game didn't really have a lot of humans in it. It's kind of bland in that essence. And another big worry I had, though, was the open world. So we see on this big open world map that there's a lot of settlements, and you're jumping to and fro from them from this big menu, or this open world map, and you're like, okay, do I actually get to travel across that open world? You do, but in time. I think you have to unlock each section to travel through them, so I think you probably start out in one, and then just like in the first game, how you defeated the tower in Dune, then you unlocked the gate to the Sea of Nirn. So I don't know if it's going to be completely seamless. There'll probably be loading screens to different sections of the open world, but the game is open world. You can walk from fortress to fortress in the game in time, but just not at first. So really cool. So I think when you're higher level, you can explore more of the open world, which makes sense. It unlocks. So I'm happy with that as long as it's open world. Some people were worried you're just going to be fighting at the fortresses, which I completely understand. That is kind of scary, and I wouldn't want that either. So of course they're going to be keeping things like running into orcs out in the open world and stuff, so captains would hunt you down sometimes in the old games. They're not always confined to these fortresses, I don't believe. But also, there's just a whole bunch of stuff. The Nemesis system looks so much better in this this demo we got to see, and I'm really excited about that. But also, every fortress, of course, is going to be unique to every overlord. But the cool thing is you can have a grunt, a guy who killed you in the game, that was just a nobody orc, and he can rise all the way from that to captain, to warlord, to overlord, or whatever. I don't know if they still have the warlord rank or not. But, you know, they can rise up to be these huge bosses, and they could have been little peons, or it could have been someone who betrayed you. But also, you get friendships in this one, so some orcs were going to be your friends. Really cool. So that's mostly all the news. We get a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, we see that this game has a lot of RPG elements. We get to ride dragons, that's you're going to see later in the video. I am super psyched to play this game and see more from it. So what this trailer of gameplay does lack is story. We don't get to see much of the story element or the open world, but now we do know that the open world is going to be travelable, and it's not going to just be us sieging fortresses, because that would kind of be sad, and it wouldn't be an open world game. That would practically just be a strategy game. So we will have open world sandboxes, and we will be going from them, and I think we'll be able to travel almost all of Mordor, which is really awesome, and we'll get to go to Minas Ithil with humans. But let's go on to the gameplay, my opinions, and what I thought of it. So the game looks awesome. You know, in the combat in this trailer, he has unlimited executions. I'm pretty sure they're just doing this for the look of the trailer, so it looks awesome and they can get through it, because if the game did that, that would be no challenge. And that was one problem I did have with Shadows of Mordor, was I didn't feel like Shadows of Mordor was really a challenge all the time, especially when you got to the end of the game. So I'm pretty sure this is just for the sake of getting through the gameplay walkthrough quickly, because he defeated everyone way too easy in this trailer of gameplay. So hopefully that's just that. Hopefully they'll tell us that in the future, but hopefully that's not going to be a thing, because having unlimited executions is way too OP. Nonetheless, though, I think that is just for the trailer itself. But also we see here that this orc uses like a cursed magic on Talion. Really cool to see all these different abilities, all this new armor, and I personally think the graphics look pretty good. A little better than the last game. Some people think it looks worse. Maybe in a few areas, I don't know. But this is pre-alpha, it's not going to look as good. So hopefully we're going to see some really good graphics here in the future when the game gets closer. Graphics aren't everything, of course, it is gameplay, but it is cool when a game looks nice, especially like something like Horizon Zero Dawn, which looks beautiful. Really cannot wait. Talion's face still kind of looks funny to me, but hopefully they'll fix that before release and everything. But this game sure did get a lot more gory, as we were going to see. We just threw this guy off the tower, and then this troll comes through the gate and pretty much rips another orc's head off. So pretty crazy. Also, in this gameplay walkthrough, they say, you know, you're level 51, so you do have a lot of powers. I just hope this game isn't too easy, but the Nemesis system just looks like it got ramped up to 100, and it looks pretty awesome. So, for most of most part, I'm super excited by all the gameplay that was revealed and everything that they've shown us. Super cool. We can do like slow motion stuff. Everything looks very cool. A lot of new abilities. You look too powerful, but I'm pretty sure that's just for the sake of the trailer, so they can get through it quickly. But we're going to get to do a lot of things. Another cool thing is the warlords. So each warlord, of course, has his own special boss, like palace. So once you get to the end of these fortresses, you'll fight the warlord in his like big war room, and it's going to be unique to him and unique to your game with your warlords and stuff. So really cool. They're like a big step up from war chiefs. Much cooler, much more fun, and I cannot wait to experience them. I'm just really excited to see how the game really expands. And on another bit of news, every warlord affects the weather in their fortress differently. So maybe if you have a sorcerer, his area is going to be more cloudy and misty and shrouded. Really awesome. That's really cool news that I got that I read from the interview. And really cool to hear that. So like if you have a really dark orc, you know, maybe or maybe a lighthearted orc, maybe his place is going to be all sunshine. I don't know. It's really cool to see that. Of course, we see some new moves that Talion has. You know, he can call orcs to him now with his shadow. I mean, his wraith power. So that's pretty cool. But also we see the Nemesis system really is amped up, and how it works a lot better, which is really cool, and I'm really excited to see this in a much bigger way, on a much bigger demo where they can actually take time, and you know, it's not more of a a presentation. This was, this is a press release. They want to make sure things look good and such. But also in this game we have a lot more RPG elements. We're going to be getting, I think, new weapons as well as armor, which is really cool. I really just love the effect that the cursed orc gives. It's really cool how it affects Talion and everything around him. But it's really cool to see that. But I cannot wait for the RPG elements. As we see right here in a moment after this orc takes out this other orc, we get a piece of armor. Really looking forward to all the cool stuff that we're going to be able to experience and get in this game. I'm really looking forward to seeing a gameplay trailer for story, or a story trailer, and also one of us traversing the open world, just to see what that's like. The Nemesis system itself looks amazing, but it is the story and the open world that really also make the game, because the Nemesis system is a big part. It's like, 3 components. Like you have your sandwich, like the meat of the game is supposed to be the story, and then the Nemesis system is like your really good piece of bread, or a really good like add-on to the game, and then your open world is like, I don't know, maybe it's like, yeah. It's supposed to all work together, I guess. I was trying to make a cool analogy. Don't think it worked out. It's like 2 pieces of bread. One's the Nemesis system, one's the open world, and then the story is meant to be your meat. Of course, unless you're a vegetarian, then it's your veggie burger, I guess. Nonetheless, off topic there. Really, the Nemesis system, they said, is going to be tying into the story more, so, which is cool. I hope that works out. But I just hope they don't over-rely on it, because I'm just worried that they'll kind of go lackluster on the story for your own personal stories, which is awesome. I love my own personal stories with orcs. That's great. I want that. But I really do want a good main campaign, and I really believe hopefully they will be able to bring it, because this game looks awesome. So for the most part, super excited. These trailer got me hyped. We get to fight dragons now. We get trolls, or Ulag Hai, I guess. I think that's what they're called. Lots of cool stuff. Really psyched to see all the cool things that they're going to be showing off in the future. Hopefully some more story content and open world content. I really do want to see what the open world looks like. When in the interview, when they were talking about the open world, they said they're going to be having more unique biomes, which are like how the environments look, different geography. So we're definitely going to be able to explore the way they're mentioning things. We're definitely going to be going in this open world. It's not confined to fortresses, so no need to worry there. Because I was worried about that this morning, and then I read those interviews that they were having with some of the press, and I'm like, okay, we're good. So, nonetheless, this game looks pretty epic, guys. I'm super psyched to get to see more of it in the future, and I'm going to continue to bring news on it, of course. Hopefully we'll be getting some graphical improvements. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. I know some people are worried about that, but there's just so much here in this trailer. Of course, if you want to watch this trailer uninterrupted by my voice, it's over on a lot of places like IGN, GameStop, The Shadow of Mordor, YouTube. Just all of those, because they all uploaded them. But, I just thought my discussion on it would just be cool, and all the information that I found on the internet as well. Just this overview of the city of him flying the dragon. Really cool. I cannot wait to see more of this game, to see how it looks when it's fully polished, to see the Nemesis system working, and to see other people do playthroughs when it comes out, to see how unique things can be. And of course with the Nemesis expansions, even though they are paid, and all that stuff. It's DLC. It's not fun. I cannot wait to see what those do to the game, and of course the story expansions as well. Really hoping for a great story and a really fun open world, because, no offense, these fortresses look awesome, but if they were the only thing in the game, that would not be fun. Of course, the game has 5 months till release, so hopefully everything that they're doing will be done, and hopefully we're going to get to see a lot of cool things. Now, a detail I noticed here is when he dominated this guy, after it dominates, it says, like, orc. It gives, like, almost a number. I don't know if it's blocked out on my screen or not, but, you can, see, like, yeah, it says recruit 193, and so I'm supposing that's, like, 193rd recruit, which is crazy. That's, like, that's almost 200 recruits, so pretty awesome, and if you notice, those orcs are actually chewing other orcs up, which is kind of crazy. So really, I cannot wait for this game. Very positive about it. I think it's going to look great by release. I think this is just alpha, so if people are worried about graphics, I think it's going to look better. I think the gameplay was made really easy, so people could run through this demo really quick for the sake of showing everyone some of the cool stuff. I really do think it's going to be harder. If not, that would really be bad, because you're way too powerful in this demo right now, as Talion. But the war room looks awesome, guys, but I really cannot wait for this game. I'm going to let the rest of the audio of the video game demo play out so you guys can see it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is your commentator, Spartan Crew Gaming, signing out, and enjoy the video.
You've made a right mess, haven't you? My army slain, my Drake dead. So much pain. Well, I know a thing or two about pain. And yours, it's going to burn a hole into this world. Let me show you how it's done. This might hurt.
The Overlord defeated, Fort Saragost and this region of Mordor are ours. Conquering the region rewards us with experience, loot, new followers, and resources. It also creates a personal base from which we train our forces, increase our power, and upgrade our defenses against Sauron's counterattacks. Let's return to the army screen, where we can review our enemies and command our followers. We need to select one to become the new Overlord, so he can spread his influence throughout the region, creating an entirely original Nemesis fortress. This war chief is a necromancer. He will shroud the fort in sorcery to confuse and terrify attackers. This war chief is a beastmaster. He will allow us to turn the creatures of Mordor against our enemies. But we're going to promote Ragdug, the war chief who charged through that artillery assault and helped us bring down Ord-Hakon, the Dragon Lord. As a marauder, he can loot and pillage the region for us. With our new Overlord in place, we can upgrade the fortress, increasing its defenses and enlarging the size and power of our army.
Here, brothers!
The Nemesis system means that every element of this mission was dynamic and unique. No two players of the game will experience the same story.
We will spread his power!
This was just one step in our conquest of Mordor. One small example of the millions of unique stories players will create in Middle-earth: Shadow of War.
For the Bright Lord!